It was my first choice as a university. I mean, I'd had a look around at all the different courses that were around the country, and I applied for the 5 that I was allocated. And when I came to Drama West, I liked the feel of it. Yeah, the staff were friendly. I felt my interview had went well, and I just felt like this was the city for me.
The uni itself is a really well renowned uni, certainly in the paramedic practice. All of our tutors are experienced paramedics, registered with the HCPC. They're all practicing clinicians at the moment out on the road, practicing everything that's bang up to date. They're coming back into uni and teaching us these practices, so we're getting the most up-to-date information, the most up-to-date policies and procedures, ready for practice when we're out on the road with our mentors. The typical day at uni is Thursdays is our theory day, in which we learn all our theory that we need to put into practice, anatomy and physiology, understanding the foundations of health, and our professional development module, which we're currently working on at the moment. Fridays is our practical day, where we can put our theory into practice and get all of our ambulance equipment out and start practicing it for what we'll use out on the road on placement.
Typical day is you'd start at 7 o'clock in the morning, for example, or 7 o'clock at night, do a 12-hour shift. You go in, kind of prepare the ambulance, make sure that all your drugs are there, check all your kit, your bags, fill in all the paperwork, check your vehicle itself is safe to work, and then you sign on with your PIN, and your crew signs on as well, and then your first call could come through straight away. As you say, there's not like a typical day. You see a lot of, especially with it just being winter, there's been a lot of people falling over, so you go out with fall. A lot of mental health patients, a lot of ill people, nursing homes. I've had 1 cardiac arrest so far. It's probably been like my worst thing that I've had. But it's a lot of communication and speaking to people really, rather than going in like all guns blazing medical trauma. There's a lot of just communication and making sure the patient's all right.
There is no typical day on an ambulance, unfortunately. That's why I joined the course. You go from anything from cardiac arrest to a fall. You know, you could be doing rescue breaths and chest compressions 1 minute and be making someone a cup of tea the next. It's very varied. I think that's what attracts most people to the job. The staff are absolutely great at LJMU. Like I said earlier, they're all practicing paramedics. They know what it's like to be out on the road, and they know how difficult it is to be a new starter in the ambulance service. So they're fantastic. If you've got a problem, if you've got a query, you can just email them and they'll get straight back to you. It's the same for MWAS. You get your own mentor, and they'll look after you throughout your time in MWAS. And if you've got any problems out on the road, or even in uni, or personal problems, they're more than happy to help you out. The university and the ambulance service have got a fantastic working relationship. We've got practice education facilitators which work on behalf of MWAS in LJMU to ensure that our placements are tailored to our needs, really. And the relationship with the ambulance service in LJMU is fantastic. Other than our core ambulance service placements, we have placements in rehabilitation centres for brain injuries. We've got nursing home placements, hospital theatres, hospital clinics. Our placement areas are wide and varied, which gives us a wide overview of the NHS as a whole. We're not just learning about the ambulance service as a whole, we're learning about the NHS as a whole, which I think is a really unique thing. At LJMU, 100% of graduates last year gained employment with an ambulance service in the UK, which is quite an achievement.
I love it. It's absolutely great. Yeah, it's what I've always wanted to do, so it's like finally happened.